Major drama for one of the biggest blue chip projects, institutions continue to turn pro on crypto, and huge moves by some of the biggest gaming projects. Welcome back to another Crypto Gorilla video. It's the end of the week where we cover the biggest news stories surrounding brands and VCs entering the space. As usual, I'm not a financial advisor, this is just my opinion, and if you haven't already done so, would you kindly hit that subscribe button. The first story this week is Azuki raising a whopping $38 million with their Elementals mint, selling out in under 15 minutes. However, it quickly turned sour as many of their holders had very poor minting experiences, many of which were unable to mint at all due to bugs on the website and a very short mint window of 10 minutes. Now, all this was followed by a lackluster art reveal when everyone realized that this would not be a brand new collection, but just a derivative of the Gen 1 Azukis with more traits. Now, despite having worked on the art for apparently 1 year, there are mistakes in the art, there are multiple duplicates, and the floors are down across the entire Azuki ecosystem, some of which are down by 55%. And this includes the revealed Elementals, which are currently sitting under their mint price of 2 Ethereum. Following these disasters, the team did come out and say a public apology. They addressed the duplicate art, they airdropped a teal bean, and even confirmed they are working on an anime. They're also hosting a Discord AMA to address these issues to their community. However, this is taking place after I filmed this video. Now, something many are wondering is, will this open the door for Ether to take some of the spotlight away, as their highly anticipated mint is happening today, Friday the 30th. Now, this week they also dropped their second long-awaited trailer, which expands on Hachi's story throughout the city and got over 400,000 views in 48 hours. Now, do keep in mind the mint today is only for whitelisters, and 80% of the supply is going to be available in 1 week's time for the public sale, which has a price of 0.65 Ethereum. And if you know how the game works, they're going to need a strong price on the secondary market leading into the public sale, in my opinion, over 1 Ethereum if they want to mint this entire collection out. Next up, we saw Memeland have some fun with their mock reveal as they replaced the baby art on their dashboard for community art that has been shared over Twitter and Discord. Now, this is obviously not the true reveal, and most of us are still hoping we get a real reveal in the coming days, but it was a fun experience that got them a lot of traction on social media. Next, we saw Alts by Adidas drop their own trailer for their Chapter 2, which will utilize the Rift Valley Motel coins, for which all the Alts by Adidas NFTs received 3 back in May. Now, holders will be able to use these tokens between July 4th and July 25th, which will grant them different traits for their PFP. Each alt can use up to 10 coins. However, the team did mention in a tweet that it's best to save at least 1 for the future of Chapter 2. Next up, Yuga Labs finally launched their Forge mode, which is a game that allows you to build your own world using your HV-MTL NFT. Now, this does feel like a cross between a game like The Sims, where you get to build, and a Tamagotchi, where you have a pet you have to take care of, you have to pet it, you have to pick up after it, you have to let it sleep. And it also unfortunately includes pay-to-win mechanics, as you can use the shop to buy power-ups as well as special blueprints using your ApeCoin, which is currently above $2 per token. So it's going to be very interesting to see the kind of adoption this game gets among its holders, especially when you compare it to something like Dookie Dash, which was a much simpler game and felt like there was a lot more hype. People were hiring pro players to play in their place, as everyone was trying to get a very high score and hit that first place, as we all assumed the key would trade for over $1 million. Now, there are 2 different leaderboards for this game. One is daily and one is every season, a season lasting 3 weeks. And the prizes will be in the form of amps, which will be used to upgrade your HV-MTL to the next level. In celebrity news, Binance announced the Ronaldo NFT would be minting on July 3rd. The NFT commemorates Ronaldo's 838 goals in the form of a digital card, and depending on your rarity, you will get utilities like signed merchandise and a training session with the man himself. Now, the total supply of the collection is just under 30,000 NFTs for a mint price of $10 per piece. Continuing in celebrity news, we also have an NFT by the former First Lady Melania Trump, which will be dropping on the Solana blockchain. Now, the collection will feature 1,776 NFTs, consisting of 6 different landmarks in America, from the Statue of Liberty to the Liberty Bell, and each one will have a patriotic-themed music track. Now, the sale started yesterday, June 29th, for $50 per NFT, and they mention a portion of the proceeds are going to go towards their charity. Yes, rare. In Polygon news, the Magic Batch Collective announced that each one of their holders will receive a free 2-letter do name, which typically costs 300 Matic and is only available for traders who have managed to reach 100% loyalty on their trading platform. Now, you will be required to own a do name if you want to be eligible for their token airdrop, and some of the other benefits include a 20% airdrop box boost, early access to new features, and continuous trading yields. In brand news, the Akutar project partnered with Beats by Dre to launch their very own Akutar branded headphones. Now, the Akutar project made headlines roughly 1 year ago when a coding bug cost over $30 million to be locked up forever in a smart contract. Talk about the future of finance. Continuing in brand news, Lacoste launched their underwater card, which is a dynamic card that evolves over time based on your activities and completions of missions, revolving around conversations, gamifications, quests, and creation. Now, the platform does include a leaderboard for which the top performers will be rewarded with rarer evolutions, and the first mission is available from today up until July 20th. In global crypto news, FTX seems to have found $7 billion under the carpet in customer assets that they once thought were lost and are now looking to relaunch their platform. And while I would never recommend anyone keep their money on any centralized exchange because you no longer own your own crypto, I have no idea who is going to trust FTX after what they pulled in the recent months and what they did to the crypto market. Meanwhile, across seas, one of the biggest banks in the world and the first bank ever to do this in Hong Kong, HSBC now allows its customers to trade Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs listed on the Hong Kong exchange. I believe there are currently 3 ETFs available, 2 by CSOP and 1 by Samsung. However, none of these are spot ETFs, they are all futures. Some positive news back in the US of A, as the SEC has approved the first Leverage Bitcoin ETF, allowing people to leverage 2x on the future price of Bitcoin. Last off in global news, we saw the IMF admit defeat, as they've admitted that a ban on Bitcoin serves no purpose when the degens that hold it aren't going to sell it. So every few days we get more and more stories, and the tides do seem to be shifting as more people are coming to accept that Bitcoin is a legitimate asset class that has a strong future and is here to stay. Moving into gaming news, My Pet Hooligan launched their early access in the Epic Game Store. I also tuned into their live stream yesterday, which looked great. This is one of the teams that is putting as much effort in today as they were roughly 2 years ago when I first spoke with them. And they also mentioned that we may or may not see something special come to those who download the game and test it out for themselves in the near future. So if you own a Hooli or a Zuckbot, I suggest trying it out, and maybe we'll even see each other on the battlefield, as I own a Hooli and I will be playing this game. We also saw Gods Unchained launch their game on the Epic Game Store as well, which is a trading card game powered by Immutable. So very exciting times for games, and I look forward to seeing the adoption rate as more and more Web3 games start to get mainstream audiences. Next up, we have Fableborn launching their 4th playtest starting on July 5th. If you want to try it out for yourself, you could test your luck by signing up on their website. Fableborn is a mobile RPG tower defense and raid game. It actually looks really fun, so I'm hoping I get access through Wolvesdow or something. And to top it all off, they also just announced a $5.5 million raise. Finally, we saw Mythical Games raise $37 million in an extended Series C round, with another 20 to 30 million expected later on through the year, as their NFT Rivals game has topped over 1 million downloads. That's it for the news this week. If I missed anything, let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a huge thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, would you kindly hit that subscribe button, smash that bell notification. Thank you for watching the Crypto Gorilla. Peace.